All right, welcome to the Explainer. Today, we're going to dig into something that affects pretty much anyone who works remotely, which, let's be real, is a lot of us. The big question is, who really controls your connection? We're going to look at this amazing open source tool that's all about putting your data and your desktop back where they belong, in your hands.
Okay, so let's get real for a second. You've been there, right? You're out somewhere, maybe at a coffee shop, and that one critical file you absolutely need is just sitting on your desktop back home. Or, here's a classic, you're trying to walk a family member through some tech issue over the phone, and it's just painful. See, remote access isn't just a nice to have anymore. For a lot of us, it's totally essential. But, the usual suspects, the big names out there, they often hit you with subscription fees. And there's this other kind of hidden cost, your privacy. Think about it. Your connection is going through their servers. That means you're basically handing a company the keys to your digital kingdom and just hoping for the best.
So, what if there was a totally different way to do this? An alternative that wasn't just free, but one that actually gave you complete control. Total control over your security and over your own data.
And that is exactly where RustDesk comes in. It's this awesome open source remote desktop tool. And honestly, it's getting a ton of buzz precisely because it does things so differently.
So what is it exactly? Well, at its heart, RustDesk has a really simple mission: to give you a top-notch remote desktop experience that you are in complete control of. It was literally built from the ground up to be an open source answer to the big, well-known tools out there. And here's the thing, it's built to be both super simple and really powerful. I mean, it works right out of the box. No messing around with complicated settings. And yeah, you can use their free public server to get connected in seconds. But, and this is the real magic, the secret sauce of the whole project, is that you can host your own server for maximum privacy. Okay, that whole idea of hosting your own server, that leads us right to the single most important thing about RustDesk: owning your own data. This is, without a doubt, what makes it a total game changer. This quote from the developers, it really says it all. This is the whole philosophy. When you set up your own server, you're not using the public internet highway. Nope, you're building your own private encrypted tunnel just for your devices. Nobody else gets on it, no third party can peek at your data, ever. Here's probably the best way to think about it. Using those other tools is kind of like renting an apartment, right? You have to follow the landlord's rules, you're using their plumbing, their electricity. But with RustDesk, you own the house. You build the walls, you've got the only set of keys, and you and only you decide who gets to come inside. Okay, so it all sounds great, right? But the big question is it actually any good? Is it reliable? I mean, a great idea is one thing, but execution is everything. So let's take a look at what this thing is actually built on. First off, this is not some tiny, obscure project. We're talking over 100,000 stars on GitHub. Now, if you're not a developer, just think of that as a massive thumbs up, a huge vote of confidence from the people who know code best. And that enthusiasm, it leads to action. The project has been forked more than 15,000 times. What does that mean? It means thousands of other developers have basically said, this code is so good, I'm going to make my own copy to build on it, to improve it, to adapt it. That's incredible. And it's all powered by a global team of over 350 contributors. These are people from all over the world who are constantly working on it, squashing bugs, adding new features. This shows you it's not just a piece of software that was released and forgotten. Nope, it's a living, breathing project that's always getting better. And when you look under the hood, you see it's built with some seriously modern, high-performance tech. The bulk of it is written in Rust, which, if you don't know, is famous for two things: being incredibly fast and incredibly secure. Then you've got Dart, which powers the app's interface, making sure it looks good and works smoothly on, well, pretty much any device you can think of. All right, so you're probably thinking, this sounds cool, but is it hard to set up? Let's walk through getting started, because it's way easier than you might think. Seriously, it's just a few simple steps. You hop on the website, download the app for your computer or phone. You run it, you don't even have to install it. And then to connect, you either share your ID and password with someone, or you type in the ID of the machine you want to control. That's it. And, of course, for those of you who want that fortress-level privacy, the docs walk you through setting up your own server step by step. And the great thing about open source is you're never really alone.
If you run into a snag, have a cool idea, or even want to help out, there's a huge community waiting for you on places like Discord, Reddit, and of course, GitHub. There's always someone to talk to.
So, at the end of the day, RustDesk isn't just another app. It's really a statement. It's about who gets to own and control your digital life. And it leaves us all with a really fundamental question we have to ask ourselves more and more these days. When it comes down to it, who do you trust with your data?